So if you haven't been living under a rock, the Switch 2 was announced by Nintendo on YouTube about a week ago, early January 2025. And honestly, the Switch 2 announcement trailer looks really nice for the Switch 2. It's cleaner, it looks like it's probably going to run a bit smoother, the controllers are bigger, screen's bigger, it has a better kickstand, because as you can see, mine's broken right now, and I don't even handle my Switch 2 badly, honestly. It's just very flimsy, and I don't even know why they thought about putting that in the Switch. Like, obviously it's going to break easily, but the thing about it is, the Switch 2 looks like the OLED instead of the Switch 2, and I think that a lot of people aren't going to end up throwing $100 or $200 at Nintendo just to buy the Switch 2, ultimately causing the console to fail and suffering the same fate as the Wii U. And I'm gonna explain two things that Nintendo could do that could end up saving the Switch 2, making 2025 the Switch 2's year. So the first thing that Nintendo needs to make sure that they do is to make sure that they have better marketing for the Switch 2. They really need to define the reasons why the Switch 2 blows the Switch 1 out of the park, because if they don't, then I think a lot of people aren't gonna end up spending $100 or $200 on another console if they already have a Switch, which a lot of people do in their households. I mean, the Switch is literally one of the most popular family consoles, and so a lot of people might not find a reason to buy the Switch 2 if there really aren't any differences between the two consoles. Like, for example, with the little mouse thing that some people theorize that the Nintendo Switch 2 could have, from that little like 15-second scene that the controller is switching around everywhere. I mean, even though that would be very uncomfortable, these controllers are way too thin to be a mouse. I think that if they had something, similar to that, if they added something like that to the console that we maybe haven't seen from the announcement trailer, then yeah, I think the Switch 2 could really benefit from that and actually gain more traction for being different from the Switch 1. The second thing is that the Switch 2 needs to make sure that they have games that people actually want to buy. And I'm not just talking about the Mario franchise, I'm talking about every franchise in Nintendo. Like, of course you can have the Mario Kart games, 2D Mario and all that stuff, but I think what would really be a great selling point for the Switch 2 was having sequels for games that would be like game breaking if we had. Like, for example, a Mario Odyssey 2. Like, if there was a Mario Odyssey 2 on the Switch 2, I'm buying the Switch 2. Or even another Pokemon, which, hear me out. If they would have changed Pokemon, revolutionize it, take the JRPG of Pokemon and really modernize it, and combine it with the strategy of Pokemon and the overall idea of catching Pokemon and the battling of Pokemon, and make it the fights into 3D, fast-paced, real-time fights, instead of being like turn-based and having a slight animation play. If they would have changed it into that, I think Pokemon games would just blow all the previous Pokemon games out the window and really make the Switch 2 good. Like, just really think about it. Look at the anime, for example. So many people love the anime because it's really hype. Get you on your toes, get that adrenaline pumping sometimes. And the battles look fun to be in. So many people want to be in the Pokemon world because, for example, Pikachu jumping off all the rocks in the air when fighting another Pokemon, that's something that if it was implemented into the game, like in real time, then I think it would be really cool. Being able to control your Pokemon and what they do as a trainer and be able to really bond with them like that, I think the Pokemon franchise would really benefit from that. And let's say that was made into a single game and that game was put into the Switch 2, all exclusive to the Switch 2, Switch 2 would blow the Switch 1 out of the park. People would not buy that anymore. I think people would buy the Switch 2 and it would really improve the console as a whole. But overall, basically what I'm trying to say is that all Nintendo needs to do is just to make some really good exclusive content for the Switch 2, including the console design itself and the games that are inside the Switch 2. If they really focus on that, then I think the Switch 2 would really skyrocket. And after watching this entire video and you still don't know what the Switch 2 looks like or haven't seen the announcement trailer, I made a quick short right here that just summarizes the announcement trailer for you so you can really understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think about the future of Nintendo with the Switch 2 and all that in the comments below. And if you really like this video, you can subscribe and there will be more of these coming your way. So anyways, see ya.